Hello and welcome to Iconic Man. This is Manu and here's the list of our top 10 music festivals in the world. Summer is right around the corner, and if you are planning on going on holidays, maybe a music festival can be a good destination for you. I have prepared a list of the music festivals that I consider the most interesting or most important in the world, having in account different characteristics that made them unique or very special in a way. The first festival on my list is LulaPalooza. I chose LulaPalooza because it is one of the most profitable music festivals all around the world. And also because they choose the cities that match the image and the spirit of the festival. These are modern, multicultural and open-minded cities. So maybe this festival is your excuse to visit Paris, Berlin, Chicago or one of the cities in South America, in Argentina, Chile and Brazil or Colombia. The second festival on my list is Coachella. Coachella has a mix of very popular music with other trends that are defining the music that we will listen through the next years, such as Childish Gambino or Rosalia. Next stop is Creamfields, one of the most important electronic music festivals in Europe. This year they will be hosting Fatboy Slim, Martin Garrix, The Chemical Brothers or Afrojack among others. Next on our list is Tomorrowland. This is probably the biggest electronic music festival in the world, and definitely one of the most important and most complete, because they designed the festival to be more of an experience than purely a music festival. Next up is Donawin Soul Fest. I must admit I didn't know this festival before, but I've discovered that it's one of the most important in the world because it's by far the one that attracts more people, with over 3 million attendants every year. One of the best things about this festival is that it's completely free. Next in line is Mawasine Festival, the only festival I've selected in Africa. It takes place in Rabat in June, and they offer a mix of African music together with mainstream European and North American music. So this year they will be featuring David Guetta or Marshmello. It is also very interesting that they feature many African artists, so you can get in touch with African music that normally you wouldn't be able to in Europe or in any other festival that I mentioned before. Next festival in my list is Rock in Rio. Rock in Rio is one of the largest music festivals in the world, mainly because they host the biggest superstars in the music world. This year they will be hosting Red Hot Chili Peppers, Muse, Alesso or Foo Fighters. I also wanted to have a jazz festival in my list, so I selected the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival that takes place during the last week of April and the 1st of May. This festival mixes jazz, blues and gospel with other rock bands, such as the Rolling Stones, Dave Matthews Band or Jimmy Buffett. Glastonbury. This is possibly the most famous indie music festival in the world, and it's definitely one of the oldest. This year they will be hosting The Killers, Liam Gallagher, The Cure and one of my favorite bands, Wu-Tang Clan. And last but not least, on my top 10 is Fuji Rock that takes place in July in Japan. I think Fuji Rock is a very interesting festival, not only because it's one of the biggest in Japan, but also because there you can find Western music, but also you can find a huge amount of Japanese bands and Asian bands that are very little known in the rest of the world. Well, this list is very short and I would like to add many other festivals that are really interesting. If you want to check my honorable mentions and the full content of this article, go to Iconic Man website and find more about it.